Well, welcome to Naturally Nurturing with Renee. And if you see the stock pot out on the stove, that means Flip is making beef bone broth. Now say that 3 times over. But what that beef bone broth brings? Tallow. So today we're making the tallow body butter. And I've already shown you how to make this once, but I'm going to kind of step it up a little bit and add to the game. I really love the other body butter, but this is going to be, I think, even better. First thing we've got to do, there's the tallow. Now we have to put it in. Everybody, you can call it a double broiler. I stick my bowl in the pot. Same thing. You don't have to be all fancy to do this. But we're going to get the water warm. And when the tallow starts to melt, we'll be ready to move on. At this point, we're going to add in the avocado oil. I use avocado oil because I think it's the best oil for, shall we say, older skin. Meaning, if you're concerned about crepey or wrinkling, this is the oil to use. It's much heavier than coconut oil and not as heavy as olive oil. You only have to add a small little bit. You can adjust it down the way, and I'll include a recipe card at the end of this, and then you can see the exact measurements. But rarely do I do exact measurements. So now we just wait till this melts. Now we have the tallow and the avocado oil almost melted. Good enough because it's all soft. So we get in here and we stir it up a little bit. And now we're going to add the emu oil. My friend Joanne sent me this emu oil, and I really appreciate it because there's nothing better for your skin than emu oil. It's going to take about 2 teaspoonsful of the emu oil. So I add that like that, and we're going to stir it up. Add it with the tallow and the avocado, and we got a couple of other special things coming up we're going to put in here that your skin will be so rich and so soft. Next thing we do is now we've got to get it cooled down to a little below room temperature. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the fridge for about 35-40 minutes. Then it'll be the right temperature. Well, we just got the tallow mixture out of the refrigerator, and you can see it's back to being a little bit solid, but it's also very soft. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to add the frankincense. And I've been reading up on frankincense, and they actually tell you to add 48 drops into this batch of tallow. I don't need that much frankincense, so I'm just going to guesstimate. But you can use the 48 drops if you want to. We're going to add that in. Here's a little something. This is a new trick I've learned. This is cornstarch. Cornstarch added to the mixture is going to make it so when you put it on your skin, you take the butter and you rub it on your skin, it usually stays oily for a while. And sometimes that can be annoying because you need to put clothes on or you're touching a doorknob. When you add the cornstarch, it's going to take and let that oil soak in so much quicker, and it won't stay on your skin as long. Then something really special to me is vitamin E is so good for your skin. It heals any scarring that you have. It heals sun damage. So I take a vitamin E capsule, and I'm trying not to actually cut it all the way off. That's what I want. I want it just to open up and to squeeze the oil out of it and squeeze it into the mixture. It's very easy, and you know, a lot of times I'll take these capsules and actually just put it on my finger and rub vitamin E on my face. It's great for around the eyes and around the mouth, any place where you have fine lines and wrinkles that show up. And if any of you watch our videos, you also know I had an accident and I fell on the porch and I had a big boo-boo on my face. Funny thing is, that boo-boo healed up in less than a week, and I think it was because of the vitamin E. So now we've got our cornstarch, we've got our frankincense, and we got our vitamin E. So I'm going to use the immersion blender, and here we go. Now here's what's funny. Do you see how that's starting to whip up? And essentially we're going to beat this, or whip it, until it's almost like meringue on a pie. You want stiff peaks. Okay, so there you have it. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's rich. It's flipped up really nicely. Did I say flipped up? I meant whipped up. This smells so good and looks so rich. I don't want to leave any of it behind. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we get all of this out of the immersion blender. And then I'm going to use this jar. Or should I say reuse this jar? We don't throw away glass jars. This was from honey previously, but now it's going to hold our body butter. Wow. I'm really excited about using this. This is rich. It's creamy. It smells amazing. And I'm going to tell you, they call it body butter, but you can use it on your face too. The great thing about using the vitamin E and also the frankincense, it helps to stabilize it so it stays fresh so much longer. I'm going to spend some time getting this in the jar. In the meantime, I hope you guys are looking on the internet or looking at your nearest grocer to see if you can find all these ingredients. I hope you really want to make it. I can't wait to try it. I love the other batch. I think I'm going to love this more. Thanks for joining me on Naturally Nurturing with Renee. I hope to see you again next time.